So what's up guys, this is Jam1 with another video. Today we're gonna do a deck profile. I saw this deck, it was kind of creative, so we're gonna check it out. We got Ali over here.
What's good, fellas?
Alright, let's get to it.
Alright, well I'm playing UAs, and it's probably the most expensive that this deck will ever be. I run 3 midfielder. You try to get as, like, this card, if you don't have this in hand, you brick. 3 perfect ace. He's like the negator, and then in this format, how like you just want to negate anything, and he's pretty good because you discard. And then if you have the trap one, penalty box, you plus off of that because you can just like banish that one and add a spell. And then I run 2 goalkeeper. He's just good for he's but he's not the one that you want to go to. Perfect ace is like the one that you kind of want to end your turn. He's always like the second one. And then dunker, he's the boss, but like you run him at 2 because you don't want to see him often because he's a level 7. But like he inflicts piercing, and then with jersey, it inflicts double piercing, and then he could attack again. And like he'll be like, how do I say, 3,000 or 3,500 if you have the field spell in that one. So most of the time it's game the second you kind of resolve that. 1 block backer, he's aight. 1 mighty slugger, I might boost this up to 2, but I don't know, like I wasn't missing him that much. I went against a Cosmo player and I kind of wrecked him with this one because he couldn't resolve it. And then probably the second, I'm sorry for my profanity, but the second worst UA is rival rebounder, because he's only good if you have him in hand and then you use a midfielder's second effect to special on your opponent's turn, because he specials from grave, but you're never in that situation to begin with, so you kind of don't want him, and you kind of always want to have midfielder in hand just to like do the combos off with the field spell. And then for the engine to get to midfield, this whole engine revolves around midfielder is the 3 Terratops and the 1 Techaton board. You want to see this as soon as possible, and then with these 2, you could also have a good play with it, because I run 1 Stormforth, and it's like, imagine when you have 2 targets on your field, like you special, activate Stormforth, tribute 2 of his monsters, and then you kind of tribute into a block backer if you don't have a dunker on your side of the field. Let's get on to the traps. Probably the best trap ever is Signing Deal. This one's
spell.
Yeah, spell. I'm sorry. Spell. You special summon any of them, and their effects are negated, but that really doesn't matter because you're just going to use them as a name to return it back to hand, and then you can just continue off. But you lose life points to it. But I don't like, every time I draw into this card, it's just amazing. The card that I love this card so much, but sometimes drawing this first is kind of bad. Ogafo, Mark, he's over there. Yeah, but this one's, it's aight. And then like if you have 1 dunker and you want to inflict as much as it, you could actually equip both of them, and he'll gain 2,000. So you have like a 5,000 beater right there if you have the field spell, which is, I think it's good. I run like a weird ratio with this one, the field spell. I run 2.
This is the spill spell.
Yeah.
Why is it so good?
It's good because when you normal summon, like even if you tribute summon, you could add 1. So it's like you normal summon midfielder, you could add 1 if you Stormforth them. You see Stormforth a lot in this deck. I don't know how I saw that when it's at 1.
You're 1-0.
Yeah, but I saw it so much every game. Stormforth, you still get the add. A lot of people don't think that you do. I got called judge on it a lot, but it's good. And then I run the 1 terraforming. I feel this ratio is good. I always saw the thing. Only on my last match, I lost to Pelezoics, but really, this deck isn't that competitive to keep up the meta.
I mean, Pelezoics is like top tier right now, so.
2 Desires. If I had another one, I'll run it, because it's like, there's only 3 cards that you really want to have in your hand. Well, 4. It's Dunker, midfielder, perfect ace, and jersey. And he just helps out. Like, this card just helps you get him. All the other cards don't really matter. The one Regeki, and then 2 Twin Twisters. And, you know, that's...
Standard, yeah.
It's a rogue deck. You need it. Stormforth. If this was at 3, I played this deck when it was at 3. It was, like, insane. People hated me.
Stormforth, so good.
And then Rhoda. I feel if they want to give more support to this deck, which... If they just like make a Rhoda for them alone, that would be good. And then just another like level 4. Now this is where like the expensive stuff. The reason why this is the most expensive. This one, 2 penalty box. I run 2 because it's a good effect that it banishes when your opponent tries to attack one of UAs. But the second they see it, they don't want to hit you again. And then but when you discard this off of with Ace, you could add any spell card. So you could add the field spell, you could add anything. That's why I ran that weird kind of ratio with the 2 field spell and 1 terraforming. 3-dimensional berries. This deck, this whole meta, you want to go first. And I'm not saying this deck is meta, but if you go second in this deck, you lose automatically. And I tried doing that game 1 and I lost. And then game 2, I was like, screw it, I'm going first. Like, I left this one perfect ace, and then the 3 strikes. I don't run warning. Warning is so bad because it only hits normal summon. And then quaking. If I had more quakings, I'll run them. It's just how like you quaking them, then you go dunker for game. Like if you resolve quaking and you have dunker, you kind of win it. Now the extra deck, since I just built this deck today, but it was so good. The only one you actually need is Invoker. You never go into your extra deck, and especially if you resolve Stormforth, for consistency-wise, you would only try... I'm not saying that only have Invoker, but
but it's basically up to them to add whatever they want
whatever
to
you
it.
want, but I feel like having more in your hand and like less like in your graveyard is good, but I don't know. I felt like it was good. It caught people off guard, especially when I told them that I only had 1 extra deck card. And then the side deck is whatever. I just used my my Metafo side deck against them, and it worked pretty good. But like, I don't know. This is probably the best ratio that I came up with. And there's one that I'm missing, Playmaker. He's bad, so always stay away from that card. But if you want to have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh, this is the best deck, and it's like super cheap. And then there's like, you can, instead of the strikes, dimensional berries, the Grand Horn, and other stuff, but like, probably if you don't have dimensional barriers or strikes or desires, like it's always good for upstarts and just max out on the ratios. And thanks for the deck profile, Jam1, and see you guys later.
All right, thanks guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Get everybody to see you can play creative decks here.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, guys. Jam1 out.